Ugh. Infernal flowers. I'll burn them all if I must. Wretched things. Huh. Tell me, woman, why do you even bother making these things? They hold almost as little worth as your former existence did.
Well, when you're chained to the moon for eternity, you tend to find entertainment in the few ways you know how. I'm sorry if flowers offend you, divine of the sun.
That's pathetic coming from a mortal. A lesser being worth nothing more than the dirt your kind sprung up from.
Yes, but you can't really call me immortal now, can you? I've lived for hundreds of years, chained here, never aging a day since the moment you put this ring on my finger. I'm just like you.
You are nothing like me. You were only just a temporary annoyance until...
Until you proposed without fully understanding the consequences of that action. You see, marriage is a human tradition, and when one person chooses to promise themselves to someone, they are no longer separate, but one flesh in the spirit. For a person who claims to despise mortals, you ironically chose to use this ring in a human tradition. Perhaps my divinity is just the consequence of your immaturity.
Do not lecture me on humanity, wretch. I was there when the first mortals drew their first breaths into these worlds. Your divinity was a foul trick played by my father, who failed to explain the purpose behind these rings he gave to me and my brothers. And I will ensure that none of them make the same mistake. One immortal annoyance is enough. And nothing more shall diverge this reality of the ways my father, the creator of all, has left it.
So, why have you come here, Rex? Not here to lift your curse, I assume.
Only out of curiosity born from boredom. I've come to talk. That is all.
Talk? Really? After hundreds of years chained here at your will, you finally just want to come and talk?
What? Do you prefer the centuries of solitude better than talking to your... husband?
Really? You want to play that card? Do your 6 brothers not keep you enough company? Or did your sense of arrogant righteousness push them away as well?
What are you implying, Moon Witch? You speak as if you know so much, but you know nothing. Nothing at all.
Temper, temper. We're both divine, and I'm sure it's not part of your father's plan to have a scorch mark on the moon.
For being an imprisoned woman, you sure have some gall to speak to your captor like that.
Trust me, I've had years of practice.
You're not too far off, actually. About my brothers. For some reason, they just don't listen. They egregiously break my rules and travel into the world of man to do creator knows what. Why? Why must they continue to disobey the things that are meant to keep these worlds the way our father intended it? Beck with his ignorance. He's like a baby. Daz with his need for fun. Kel with his curiosity. Leo with his greed for knowledge. Nyx with his unadulterated lust. And Vox with his... They are never at our home our father made for us. And worse yet, some may be interacting with the temporary pests.
Well, you did come down to me, and for whatever reason, you decided to sway my heart into your hands. Don't tell me you didn't at least enjoy talking to someone who wasn't your father or brothers.
Don't try to confuse me with my own actions. Everything that happened that night was part of a snare to entrap you. Nothing more.
So you say, but here you are now, in the fits of boredom and loneliness, coming back to talk to me.
Boredom. That's it. Don't get lost in your addled mortal mind, woman.
Of course, my dear husband. Perhaps you were wrong about your rules then. Have you ever given any thought as to why your father left you each a ring, with no instructions, before he disappeared?
Just parting gifts, maybe reminders.
Or perhaps a lesson you have failed to learn. How did you use your ring again?
I would hardly assume my father meant these trinkets as a learning exercise. I'm the eldest child of the creator of the universe. I assume he knew how far above you mortal gnats we were.
And yet, you act like an immature human child when you don't seem to get your way. Face it, one of your brothers may actually be living the life your father was trying to make for all of you.
Silence. You know nothing of what my father wants for us.
And it appears you may not as well. Why am I still here, Rex? Do you even know?
That's enough. I've had it with your badgering. You're still here because I can't have another mistake running around my father's perfect design. Your entire existence is a farce for all I care. My father made it so he has 7 sons, and that's how it should stay. My father made humans as mortal, so that's how they should stay. Think of your punishment here as your existence being swept under the rug after someone cleans up a mess. I'm the one who was left in charge of my brothers. I am the eldest. I have to clean up all of their mistakes. Even my own. So that maybe one day he'll... Forget it. I waste my divine words on your worthless mortal ears. Sit here and rot for all I care, wretch. It's what you'll be doing for the rest of eternity.
Something tells me this won't be our last chat. You require a lot of healing, Rex. And I'll be here waiting for whenever you are ready.